things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Costa. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. That, friends, is a busted. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Ducks will hustle to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a first-and-goal opportunity.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Lewis to throw. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Look out, he's got room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. A strike downfield. It's a running room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on.
Touchdown, Miami! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lewis wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Working that left side now. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He's going to fire to the left. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Caught. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick strike complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. With the catch, it's Slater. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lewis to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Second down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Back open in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. First down for this offense. The inside handoff. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
And the Ducks will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Costa. Quarterback extends the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target to the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's got it
inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Lewis wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Ducks are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick catch on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Corner's going to give them room. Pressure coming. On a little time, lets it go. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Back to pass, it's Costa. They're working that left side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined, and that's why this guy is in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to throw again. He'll throw it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some... Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now improvising. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out and do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides the back. Quick toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Turning on the Jets. He's a touchdown Ducks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Costa. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's all...
And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, It just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Fires and picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Costa. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Snagged out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying them out there.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the handoff. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Lewis to throw. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Using the quick game. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it
unleashes one deep. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Lost to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the air. It's Costa. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go real.
Oh, he's got some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to pass. It's Costa. Dances away. Got his man to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense in press coverage. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Looking to fire. Got a man. The Hurricanes heading quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can touchdown Canes. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Slater. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. And you just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Makes the grab. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Grab behind the line. It's Malls. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day. I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Lewis wants to pass. Buying some time. Going to try, and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate off.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Lewis to throw. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. The defense putting points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Time out of the half. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Slater. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Lewis wants to pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. On the direct snap, it's Smalls. The pitch. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Canes! Fitted in the window for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
19, set to kick this one away.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for room, it's Smalls. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Lewis to throw. Gets it out fast. There he goes. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line getting set on 2nd down. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes a connection. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Lewis wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. On the move. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
After not really playing their best earlier this